Are we sure that Carlos is not behind all of the Love and Marriage Huntsville drama that's been playing out on social media? It just feels a little too timely that there are so many things happening on social media, in lawsuits. And I know a lot of you have been discussing the legal document that was leaked to the press. I'm not sure, but look, a lot of this information is very easy. It's public information. But remember, this information, if you looked at the court documents where there are some damning allegations against Martell Holt, this happened almost a year ago. This happened back in July of last year. Doesn't make it right, but I just find out the timeliness of this coming out right now, ahead of next week's premiere, is very interesting. So let's unpack some of the damning claims and social media's reaction to the accusations against Love and Marriage Huntsville star Martell Holt. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Guys, as always, don't forget we were live yesterday recapping some of the hottest topics of the week and some of your favorite reality television shows, including Vanderpump Rules, The Valley, and so much more. We even talked about Amanda Seales and her interview on Club Shay Shay. She's having a mixed reaction to that interview herself. We'll talk about that at another date. But we have to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. As you know, the season premiere, season 8, apparently, a lot of you on social media were with me. You don't know what season it is, but I believe this is season 8 that we just got the trailer for. Not the trailer, but a sneak peek to this episode. And I said, based on what I saw, I'm going to watch. But a lot of you have continuously said one of the things that you are tired of are the beef between Martell Holt and Melody Cherie Rodgers. Dr. Melody Cherie Rodgers. Every time I say this, I know you guys are like, oh gosh, Kempire's a melanator. Y'all already know who I'm team, right? Me. I don't know these people. And neither do you. It's okay though. I understand why people are passionate about these shows. Your passion is what drives these shows to be successful. Your passion for these people is part of the reason why they have a name for themselves. Because no matter how they might feel about how you feel about them, you have been the reason why they have the opportunities that they have, that they now can bestow upon their family. Let's be honest. However, we do draw a line when people are making harassment claims, or when people are harassing people, threatening people. That's when you guys go too far. All right? I don't know these people, but like I said, I'm going to be Team Kempire all day, every day. Be Team you. You can be Team me too, because I'm always going to encourage you to be Team you. But our friends over at Urban Bell Magazine wrote this article, and we also have the legal docs of these damning claims against Martell Holt made by Melody Cherie Rodgers. So this is what Urban Bell wrote. And Urban Bell has been following Love and Marriage Huntsville and reporting on Love and Marriage Huntsville ever since the beginning, along with a lot of other topics. So Urban Bell writes this. They said, Love and Marriage Huntsville returns with new episodes in May. The trailer showed fans what they should anticipate in regards to more drama and controversial moments. Martell Holt's recent arrest will be addressed. Melody Cherie filed charges because she believes Martell asked his former mistress to leak an explicit video of him and Melody onto social media. All right? You remember, Martell was arrested for DV, harassing communications. Apparently, there was a text message. This text message apparently dated back months before. Maybe over a year ago. I don't remember the exact timeline of that. Okay? And for those that were like, get your facts straight, calm down. I'm being very transparent. I don't recall the exact timeline. What we do know, it wasn't like that week. It wasn't something that was sent the day before. Okay, it was in the past. However, doesn't mean anything. It's still harassment. All right. So they continue. It says Melody Cherie filed charges because she believes Martell asked his former mistress to leak an explicit video of him and Melody onto social media. According to Melody, the video was recorded while they were married. This came about after a woman alleged she abandoned a budding friendship with Ariane Curry, aka Coleslaw. I get it. Look, I'm giving you the context, y'all, because I know some of you probably don't even realize who Ariane Curry is. All right. This woman, Ariane Curry, aka Coleslaw, aka Martell's mistress, and the mother of his child that he had while he was still married to Melody. Okay. The woman claims she was the person who urged Ariane not to leak the video. Melody told her supporters she believed the woman because Martell had threatened to leak the video himself during a past conversation. Because Martell is not that smart. I believe that he did make that threat. But even if he didn't make that threat, I would have believed, because if you watch the show, and really watching the show does help give you context in regards to who you're dealing with. I think if you didn't watch the show and you're just seeing the news, you would be like, what is happening here? Who said what? Who did what? So watching the show, we kind of seen Martell's obsessive, almost problematic, scary sometimes. Look, I even did a rant video. Go Google schmoogle that. A rant video talking about why are we having Melody film with her abuser? All right, but I digress. Here we are in season 8. They continue. It said, when Martell was asked to address the situation in an interview, he accused Melody of, quote, bullying him. Is that the Tasha K interview that he did? Which they're going to talk about in this season as well. The video matter won't be the first time Melody and Martell face off in court. They have also spent a lot of time in court over custody issues. At one point, you may remember, Martell sued Melody for full custody of their children, and we all laughed. You can't even get your builder's license, sir. Well, here's a reason why he wanted full custody. He claimed Melody had too many babysitters and he wasn't comfortable with her gay brother, Marcus Minifield, babysitting them when it was Melody's time with the kids. And we all said, that's a little suspect. It feels, and seeing him, again, gives you context if you watch the show or if you watch interviews with him. The context of every time he tries to explain why he didn't want Melody's brother to watch the kids, it was very suspicious. This is their uncle. Is it because he's gay? It gave homophobia. Just saying. I'm sorry. I'm not going to mince words. That's exactly what it gave. There was no legitimate reason why their uncle could not watch them based off what Martell said. So in response, Melody accused Martell of being homophobic. We did too. She also denied that she has 20 different babysitters. We already knew that was an exaggeration. Okay? As Martell has claimed in the past. But he has said it like as if it is 20 different people. So Urban Bell writes, it says, interestingly enough, one of Martell and Melody's court documents went viral on social media in not yesterday, maybe the day before. I think it was yesterday. A lot of you were tagging me in it. And I said, I will get to it when I get to it. All right? Because I also want to read through it. So YouTubers have been discussing them with followers and with their followers. And some of the things stated have Love and Marriage Huntsville viewers outraged. In multiple paragraphs, this is a little triggering. Let me just give you that trigger warning. In multiple paragraphs, Melody's attorneys allege that Martell has failed to adhere to the custody agreement by using, quote, corporal punishment on the kids. This includes, allegedly, son, as well as hitting all of their children. It was also alleged that Martell stopped going to court-ordered therapy with their son. None of this is surprising to me. Look, these are allegations. I'm not saying that they're a fact. But again, if you watch the show and you see the context of it all, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. So another controversial point in the document is that it was alleged that Ariane's daughter bullies Melody and Martell's children. But Martell has allegedly done nothing about this. So I don't want to go through the entire document. However, I will just highlight certain parts. So these, and of course I had to Google schmoogle some of the wording, because again, this is legal mumbo jumbo. All right. So they say the plaintiff Melody Cherie Rodgers, and they put in parentheses Holt, hereinafter referred to as mother by and through her attorney of record, Quintanisha Matthews, and files this her petition for Rule Nisi against the defendant Martell L. Holt. And I know some of you are probably wondering what rule nisi is. Again, if my pronunciation is incorrect, apologies. Okay, correct, please. Okay, but according to lsdlaw.law, they said a quick definition of rule nisi is a rule nisi is a court order that will become final unless someone shows the court why it should be changed. It is like a temporary decision that can become permanent if no one objects. All right. Back to this court document, all right? Because this court document is the plaintiff's verified petition for Rule Nisi and for the modification petition for Rule Nisi. So they highlight some of the timeline of this relationship and the court appearances, basically. So the first one they highlight is that the parties hereto were divorced by final decree of this court on or about the 15th day of March 2021, which incorporated an agreement of the parties and parenting clauses. They then say in number 2, subsequently on January 22nd of 2022, the defendant father filed a petition to modify custody and hold the plaintiff in contempt by and through his attorney, blah, blah, blah. Filed a response and counterclaim and petition to modify custody. All right, so this is Martell trying to get full custody. So number 3, the final judgment of divorce provides the following. Both parents shall encourage the minor children to love, respect, and honor the other parent. Neither of them shall alienate or attempt to alienate or diminish the affection of the minor children for the other parent or disparage or allow others to disparage the other parent to or in the presence of the minor children. The parties understand and agree that the designations of father and mother are similar designations shall refer to each of them only and not to third parties. So they can't call Ariane mommy or, whoever Melody is dating. They also say under this final judgment of divorce, they said the court expects children to be insulated to the fullest extent possible from the conflict between their parents. They should not be made to be confidants of a parent and should be encouraged to love, honor, and respect both parents and their respective families. Parents should act accordingly in the presence of the children. In the event a child testifies in court, a parent shall not question or discuss the child's testimony with the child, nor discuss the case with the child. Do we believe that this is actually happening, that people are actually following these rules? Well, this is part of the reason why we're in court. So the order provides the following. There should be no public dissemination of any sorts regarding the minor children pending custody issues, counseling, or any other matters related to this pending case. Paragraph 3 says there shall be no corporal punishment, which they're accusing Martell of, administered to the children. For the father's edification, corporal punishment shall include spanking, slapping, pinching, pulling, twisting, hitting with an object, and forcing a child to consume any unpleasant substance such as a soap or hot sauce. What in the... Paragraph 4 says, therefore, the father shall begin counseling no later than September 20th of 2022. So she's accusing him of not continuing with counseling with their son. And they say, shall comply with the counselor's recommendation. Paragraph 5 says, the father shall also take immediate steps to enroll in and complete a parenting class. So under number 5, they said, since the entry of the final judgment of divorce and September 6th of 2022, ordered that the father had willfully violated the above provision by allowing his paramour. Oh, wait, no, come on. Look, I've heard the word paramour. There are a lot of words that we use that we don't, if someone was to ask us to define it, we probably have a difficult time. I know what a paramour is, and it's not necessarily a great word for someone. So I had to say, let me just look up the definition just so I can remind myself. So they said a paramour is a person with whom someone's having a romantic or sexual relationship. Easy. And then they said, and especially a secret or improper relationship. Basically, they're saying that, the other woman, the mistress. Okay. I know that. I'm just taking that's what Melody's attorney is referring to coleslaw as. That's their way of calling her coleslaw without calling her coleslaw, because that's not legal mumbo jumbo. I'm sorry, y'all. They said willfully violated the above provision by allowing his paramour to make disparaging remarks about the mother. The father has shown the minor children videos. Come on, listen to this. Videos of their mother on dates with other men and making inappropriate comments about the video to the minor children. Really, Mark? I believe, look, again, if you watch the show, Martell has the maturity of a 2-year-old. I believe this. And this is very specific. Okay? So apparently he's showing video because, wait. Oh gosh, rewind. What video is this? This better not be video footage that Martell has captured from his car where he's laying low and watching her go on dates. He's done it before and it's on camera. You remember that episode? He was mad that she went on a date to a place that I guess they used to share. Oh goodness, that's a couple of seasons ago. So apparently he's showing the children this. The father continues to disseminate information to bloggers concerning the previous custody case, therefore placing the minor children in the middle of the parties' disputes, litigation. The father continues to use corporal punishment that is excessive and abusive towards the minor children, including but not limited to choking, grabbing, punching the minor son, hitting all the children, pulling and twisting them. The father has refused to follow the court order as he has stopped therapy between him and his minor son. Wow. See, here's the thing. It's hard to prove the corporal punishment, but it's easy to prove the fact that he hasn't been going to these scheduled these visits because the therapist could be like, yeah, they haven't been here. Or this was the last date that they were here. So under number 6, they said the father's actions are contemptuous in nature and should be punished accordingly. It is clear by the father's actions that he has no intention of complying with any of the orders of this honorable court. And the mother requests that the father be found in civil and criminal contempt for said willful disregard of the court's previous orders, or in the alternative, that this matter be set for a hearing and the father be ordered to appear and show cause why he should not be held in civil and criminal contempt of court for his violations of this court's order as referenced above. Sidebar, for the attorneys, I just want to know your thoughts on this. I want you to weigh in below and let me know, based off what we're outlining here, is this solid? What do you believe a judge, and if a judge is following us, I don't know, do we have any judges following us? Let us know, or maybe you can't let us know. But I want to hear for the retired judges or retired attorneys. Let us know in the comments in regards to, is this a solid situation or is it hard? This is family law. So it sounds like he's violating. But like I said, some of this stuff is hard to prove unless the court asks the children and the children confirm this. So under number 7, they said the mother has incurred attorney's fees and costs in the pleading and proof of this petition for Rule Nisi, and would request that the father be ordered to pay the same and she be given such other further and different relief to which she may be entitled to under the circumstances. He ain't got no money, Melody. Well, he does, because he's back for a new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, so he is getting paid. He's probably getting a producer's check and he's getting paid to be on the show. And we know he's tried the wine stuff. He was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm sure he got paid by Sheree for that. For those that may have missed it, I did a video talking about how he was in Sheree's comment section about referring to her as Mrs. Holt. And I said, get away from us with this, Apollo, Martell. So petition for modification. The mother, Melody Cherie Rodgers, in parentheses, Holt, because that was her married name. And I'm sure when all this played out, she was still Holt before she switched over to Rodgers. We saw that last season. Okay. This is by and through her attorney, have filed this petition for Rule Nisi, states the following separately and severally in support of her petition for modification against the defendant, Martell Holt. The mother realleges paragraphs 1 through 6, which we went over. Number 9, they said, since the entry of the final judgment of divorce and subsequent modification order, there have been material changes in circumstances that are substantial and warrant a modification of legal custody of the minor children and of visitation schedule set forth for the father. The final judgment of divorce provides the following. The parties agree that they shall continue to discuss matters which pertain to the welfare and best interests of their children. In the event that they are unable to agree on any matter, the mother shall be designated as possessing primary authority and responsibility regarding medical decisions, religion, and involvement of the minor children in cultural activities. The father shall be designated as possessing primary authority and responsibility regarding educational decisions and involvement of the children in extracurricular, athletic, and civic activities. Notwithstanding these designations, the parties agree that the children shall attend private school unless they mutually agree otherwise in writing. Sounds very clear in regards to what they decided on when they got a divorce in regards to custody. So under number 11, they said, since the entry of the final judgment of the divorce, the father has exhibited behavior that has been negligent and unstable. He has shown a lack of proper parenting when it comes to his care for minor children during his custodial times. And the father continues to cause mental and emotional abuse of the minor children. Such behavior by the father has caused the mother to have concerns for the minor children's health and well-being. In 12, they say specifically the father has moved multiple times. Damn, Martell, this is not going to work for you because we've seen it. Again, context. If you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, we've seen it on the show. Specifically, the father has moved multiple times in a short period of time and now wants to uproot the children from the school system that the parties agreed for them to attend so that the children can attend school in a new school district. And as you already know, moving kids from school where they've already made friends is hard. It's hard for children, and it makes it harder for them in the school system, and leads to bullying and all these other things. So number 13, moreover, the father continues to make threats to the minor children, such as he will knock them out or direct abusive language towards them with the intent of alarming the minor children and causing mental and emotional injury to them. The father continues to incorporate corporal punishment on the minor children that they only want to see their father if he will stop hitting them. The father does not provide adequate care for the minor children during his custodial periods. The father has asked the mothers to deliver food to his... You have the nerve, when you know the situation that you're in, Martell, to allegedly call Melody up and ask to bring food to the house while the minor children are there. The father does not take pride in the minor children's appearance in public. More specifically, he refuses to brush his daughter's hair. Really, Martell? You take more pride in yourself and you're not taking pride in your children? So this is where I would be like, Melody, is this true, or is the plot not the way that you would do it? Because, I mean, based off the way Martell presents himself to the world, he's always put together. I don't know if that translates to his children, but okay. So under 16, they said the father constantly has the minor children around his paramour. I'm sorry. Who has threatened the mother and allows for her children to bully, taunt the minor children of the father. The mother fears that the continued contact between the children and the father's paramour will cause confusion and emotional distress for the minor children. Additionally, the father's promiscuity was an issue during the marriage, and she's concerned for the children's moral well-being while in the father's care. I mean, yeah. Look, I can't even argue with that one. The mother is concerned about the mental stability of the father as he continues to relocate, violate previous court orders, and in addition, threaten to distribute that X tape that the parties created during their marriage. That the mother, it is in the best interest of the minor children to have her to have sole legal custody. Further, the mother fears for the safety and welfare of the minor children, and she believes it's in the best interest of the minor children for the father's visitation to be restricted to daytime visits only, with no overnight visitation until such time as the father enrolls in therapy and anger management. Look, all she has to do is have Carlos roll the tape to the court and show all the different instances of Martell losing it on this show. They said a modification order entered on February 28th of 2023 provides the following in paragraph 3. The minor children shall not participate or be filmed for television or any other social media platform without leave of court or until the children reach the age of majority. That since in 21, they said that since the entry of the final judgment of the divorce, the subsequent modification order, there have been material changes in circumstances that are substantial and warrant a modification of the restriction of the children being on social media and or being filmed. Look, I've seen the stories, I've seen the reports, I've seen what people have been saying. Apparently, Melody would like for the kids to be back on social media and to be on the show. Look, I think Melody is not going to abuse having her children on the show. Remember when we've seen them on the show, it's only been cute, fun moments that we've seen with Melody. But very much like what happened in Kenya's divorce on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she won, was that this is a part of my job. And being a mother and parenting is a part of my job. So I can't do that, I can't show that, limits me making money for the children and me working. So this is what she's arguing here, I believe. This is why I believe she wants to have the kids be able to return to social media, meaning that she can post them and things like that on social media and to film. We've never seen them in a situation on this show that I can recall, because remember, it's 8 seasons. It's been 8 long seasons that we've seen the children, have the children on the show. It's never been in a situation where I feel like the kids should not be in it. Okay. But I wouldn't even argue on Martell's side if he's like, I don't want the kids on the show. I could understand, especially the way the fans have been and the threats and things that have been going on. I could understand his side in regards to anytime I see a parent say they don't want their children on social media, they don't want their children on a reality show. I understand. I'm not gonna I get where she's coming from, because we just had this with Kenya. But at the same time, I'm like, if one parent says no, I feel like we need to just go with that, to be honest with you. I mean, it really hasn't hurt Melody on the show. Melody still gets her, comes in and has something going on with the group. So it hasn't hurt her. But I can see her wanting to show her real life. And her real life is with her children. Okay? So under 22, they said, since said order, the mother has not been able to share memorable moments and milestones with a vast majority of family and friends, such as Mother's Day photos, Memorial Day, 4th of July. So she can't even share, because people don't live nearby, she can't even share pictures with the family in regards to everyone in the family. I guess you could share via text and do a whole group chat thing. But some people you don't want to be in a group chat with either. Like family and stuff. And I hate a group chat. Don't put me in a group chat. So they said it has become a societal tradition for parents to share pictures of the minor children on the first day of school and even Christmas. Yeah, look, we know the millimeters love to see it, but I'm sure her family loves to see sharing the kids on socials and things like that. But this world has become so weird, especially, we got to protect our children. Like I said, I believe if one parent doesn't want to do it, we need to rock with that. I think both of you have to agree in regards to it. They said the minor children have requested to be filmed as they missed that process and enjoyed it. We have to remember these kids and their age. The show has been on for it's 8 seasons, but technically I feel like the show has been filming longer. So we have to remember these kids are very young. They grew up filming. They probably have relationships with producers and just they normally in the reality space, these productions really create a space that's safe for children normally. All right. So they said the minor children have only been in opportunities on the mother's social media and filming that was age appropriate. They said the social media and filming provides economic opportunities for the minor children to create their own wealth at an early age. And again, it also adds to Melody to having, because a lot of you say, Melody, what's your storyline? Melody's doing this just to have a storyline. Well, she can't share her real life because of this restriction too. So that's something to think about. This was all filed, guys, on July 26th of 2023. Almost a year. Guys, I had to go through all the details. A lot of you have been hitting me up, asking me my thoughts, my perspective. Look, as I said to you before, I went through all the different things. I twerk on a fence religiously. However, do I believe some of what is being said? Yes, divorce is nasty. And parents, both parents, I'm not saying specifically Martell and Melody, but I've seen what divorce do to people in these situations. And it shows a very ugly and nasty side. And the thing that people forget are the children. And I think they need to figure this out because they have to co-parent with the children for the next how many years. They have to figure it out. But at the same time, if you've watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, you can see why it's hard co-parenting between these two. Hey, Martell. But again, I still believe, like, is all of this, the fact, the timing of this being released, all of the social media behavior from Martell this week, is this a scheme that Carlos set up to come to us with the BS for a new season to get us watching? We were going to watch anyway. Look, but the ratings have been down. But look, the ratings will be up. The ratings will be up. Guys, let's continue this conversation because I know you guys have strong opinions when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. But here, we talked about it. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you.